Hold on.
Well,
It's a work in progress.
I feel your ambulance.
Alright, we have some reverb. So Becky, I'm 1 second. So what is it? Hang on. I'm just gonna run the receivers open. I'm gonna mute or I'm gonna ask.
it's only Susie and Christine.
And you can. Can you mute?
Yeah.
Can anybody hear us? Shake your head, jump up and down.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's saying,
awesome. Geneva, does this seem to work a little bit better? Can you hear us a little bit better?
You sound much better.
Eric, see if it sounds better for Geneva.
Testing.
Sound great, Eric.
Oh, thank you.
And you can hear me too?
Yes,
Geneva?
Rita.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So sorry about the delay, everybody. We're working out some tech bugs. As we all get used to doing these sort of hybrid meetings. Let's call ourselves to order the Shutesbury Selectboard meeting of August 29th. And we will go over the agenda. So currently on the agenda, we'll have public comment at 5:35, followed by a review of minutes from August 1st. Then special events, road race information, police officer appointment, FERCOG and FERTA advisory member appointments, the LOL event request update, and then town administrator updates. And then is there anything else that has popped up in the last 48 hours?
there's one thing I just want to explain. Josh, Kingsbury is here. Hi, Josh, this is Becky. I just wanted to let you know that I spoke to Mo and we arranged for your appointment to be in 2 weeks from tonight, not tonight, in case you're here for the appointment as assistant electrical inspector. Great, thank you, Josh.
Do
Have a good day.
You too, Josh.
Thanks, Doc. Do we currently have anyone here for public comment? Please raise your hand and use the raise hand feature on your Zoom. Okay, seeing no comments, we'll move right along. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes for August 1st?
I move that we approve the minutes for August 1st, 2023.
You?
Second,
Okay. Are there any edits or amendments to the minutes? I have that.
I didn't have any.
no,
Okay. With no edits or amendments, all in favor of approving the minutes?
Carol, I.
Stalker,
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. And our special events road race, Turkey Trot Friends of the Library. Becky, or I don't see the library.
No, I don't see the library here tonight. I think she wanted the select board to be aware that the event was coming up. It's a November event and it's a library building fundraiser. So the more people, I guess, we communicate and get interested in the road race, the more money the town will raise. So Marianne had asked that we get it out there. The information is posted on the library website. I know it's in November. I apologize for not having the date.
My recollection was it was the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Okay,
I think that's right.
Is that right?
I think so.
so that would be
Okay.
correct.
And does that involve road closures or?
Yeah, she's been working, and they're working with the police and fire to make sure they have emergency personnel available.
Okay.
And it probably won't be road closures, but there'll be details on to make sure people are crossing safely.
Okay.
Susie, I see your hand.
Yeah, the date is the 18th of November.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we need to vote? We don't need to vote on that at this point, no.
No.
I
All right.
think so.
I think what, you'll get the sheet back, and it will have all the sign offs by Board of Health, Police and Fire.
Oh, okay, so the event sheet
Yeah,
that we approved. Okay.
All right, moving on, I do see Chief has joined us. We are at, Kristen, we're at the police officer full-time permanent appointment. Would you like to brief us?
Yes. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. It is with absolute great pride that I come to you this evening to ask for Officer Devin Peltier's appointment as a full-time police officer. The past year that he has been with us, he has been appointed as a permanent part-time police officer pending his completion of the Bridge Academy and all the things necessary to be certified in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts as a full-time police officer. He has since completed all of the required, and he is ready to step up to official full-time status if you appoint him of such. He has, over this past year, more than exemplified everything that we want to see in this department and the town wants to see from this department as a police officer, to include lots of community policing. And he's been invaluable to me when it comes to anything computer or electronics. So I come to you and ask you if you would please appoint him full-time.
Okay, do we have any questions for Kristen or Devin, since Devin is with us?
No, I know. I assume Devin wants the job.
Devin, is it something you would like?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all in favor of appointing Devin Pelletier to the permanent part-time function? Yes.
Okay, I'm
Sorry.
That's okay. I move that we appoint, Devin Pelletier as a full-time, permanent police officer.
Okay.
Second,
Any further questions or discussion? All in favor?
Carol, I.
Tucker, I.
Make you Sonia, I. Sorry, trying to rush this for some reason.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you
now we
very
have to
much.
do it.
Good work, Devin.
I see we have, our library, we're a little bit ahead of schedule. So,
We
we already talked through your topic. Did you want to add anything? We know it's the 18th of, November, and it won't be road closures, but could be, some detail work.
Right,
Right, yeah,
yeah, which the police have already
slide in. So
agreed to. Hi, everybody. So the police have already agreed to, help manage the race. And we have insurance. I don't know what you said, so.
Becky brought us up to speed about the event.
It's a being a fundraiser, so the
Right.
more we, let people know about it, the better
Right,
fundraiser it will be.
that's right. And the president of the library solicited sponsorships. This is a new thing for them, where they're asking businesses, to sponsor the race. So, so they have, some sponsors already, and it's just gonna be fun and different. So, yeah,
And cool.
yeah, and cool, yeah, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Run hard.
Could be a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So did you vote? Was that what you were voting on?
We know,
There's nothing really to vote on.
Oh, okay, all right.
once we get the form, we'll do the official.
I didn't bring the form because I have to still talk to, the fire chief about it.
Oh, okay, all right, okay,
So just an update, or so
Okay.
that we know what's coming.
okay,
So we'll vote on it at that point. and
Okay.
sign it, and then
all right, great,
bring it
okay,
back to the one.
great, thank you, all righty.
Thanks for
Okay,
coming.
here,
everyone.
yeah.
Okay, well, I was processing,
Yeah.
it's just as easy to just run over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks, like walk, you know.
Safely. All right, so we are on the topic of FERCog and FERDA advisory member appointment. In the past, I think we've done this here.
Yeah, it's an annual.
Yeah, and you, I know Becky, sometimes you have served on the FRTA, right? As the,
Yep.
and is the FERCog,
The FERCog, Ellen has been serving since it originated
Okay.
25 years ago. You are currently her alternate.
okay. Is she still,
Oh, yes.
okay, great, I will be her alternate. Is it there, it's an advisory board, so it's every town has representation?
Yes, there's one main person and I've often substituted in the past, when Ellen can't go.
Okay.
They vote the FERCog budget. We get a lot of good information from them. They give us updates on state programs and grants and, yeah, so it's the government, and they meet quarterly.
Okay.
Officers, the counselors meet quarterly. And did you want to continue as the alternate, Rita?
Sure, I'll be the alternate.
Okay, then that'll stay the same. So we have that form is already done. We have the Franklin County Cooperative Inspections Program. Right now, by default, I'm on that. I did speak to the building committee chair, and he was not interested. So I will ask other building committee members. I'm not gonna be, I'm always happy to step aside. Leonard Zawanka is being reappointed, as the emergency management director and the emergency response coordinator. So he was not in that role last year. but he was at the very end of the year for the last month or so. The Franklin Regional Planning Board appointment, if we can find a planning board member, I'd be happy to step aside there. Jeff had done it for a number of years. Jeff has now leaving town and resigned from the planning board as of the 12th of September.
We also have to, accept the resignation to it.
But not until the 12th, because he's gonna go to this last ZBA meeting and last planning board meeting
So maybe we could, if there's a planning board meeting before.
on the 11th.
On the 11th, is that before our next meeting? Or is
Yeah,
that the-
It's the
okay.
day before.
It's the day before, so maybe we could ask them if they can find somebody. to serve
Yeah.
on that. Since they're meeting on the 11th.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
And so they should be joining us for the 12th. We've never done those votes separately. We've always done those as combined votes. It's only the transfers that we've been able to do as separate committees. But I was gonna ask and find out if they can be voted at separate meetings. But usually we vote as one. All, both the planning board and select board. So it seems they have to be at the meeting if we're gonna vote as one.
So vote together to designate the person,
Yes,
okay.
Uh,
But they could discuss
They could,
it,
yeah.
they could discuss it at the meeting on the 11th, so we're not,
yep,
be nice if they came to our meeting with the person already.
yep,
designated.
okay.
So we
and-
hold off on this one.
Yeah. Holding and the inspection program, we can move ahead until,
I only have this, so I can read them.
okay.
And then FRTA, is that, do that?
That's with the FRTA, that's separate, but we can do it now.
oh, okay,
Want to do the FERCog ones first?
Sure.
Okay.
do those, we have to do those separately, both separately, or can we just,
You can do them all together.
All right,
okay.
If it's clear to, Geneva what we're doing.
okay, Geneva, let us know if this is clear. Do I hear a motion to appoint the following to FERCog, just the FERCog, council appointments? The, Shutesbury representative for council appointments, Ellen McKay with Rita, Farrell as alternate. The Franklin County Cooperative Inspections Program with Becky Torres as the rep. The emergency manager and response coordinator as Lenny Zawonka as rep for emergency management and ERC as well. And the Franklin County Cooperative Inspections Program with Becky Torres as the rep.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Farrell, aye.
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. That's why I had you.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so those will all go to FERCog, and then the other thing is our representative to the Franklin Regional Transportation Authority, the FRTA. It's a position I've been going to for a number of years. I haven't been active the last couple of years. Many of their programs do not include Shutesbury. I know the COA is continuing to try to find somebody, get them to be more active.
Have they been successful in finding that person?
They've talked to a number of people. It's not a simple thing to achieve. I think they want to bring transportation into Shutesbury, and whether we really have the numbers to support it is still a question mark.
And the PVTA is also an option too, right?
It is an option that'll take quite a bit of work in a town meeting vote.
Yeah, at some point it would be good to maybe have the council on aging come and we could talk about sort of what, I know they did the transportation survey, so it might be good to talk about what their thinking is about either the PBTA, what they've learned about the PBTA or FRTA, and sort of what role the select board would play,
Okay,
because I know there's been lots of discussion.
That's a good idea.
I'm fine with you continuing to serve as the FRTA advisory member. So I'll make a motion for Becky to be the FRTA advisory member.
Okay,
Second.
all right, all in favor?
Carol, I.
Make,
Stuck.
oh, go ahead.
Stuck, right?
Make peace of your life. All right, the LOL event request update for September 10th.
okay, so Susie, who had brought the event forward to the select board and gained support from the select board, brought an email forward this week, and maybe she'll, describe it further. So she was asking that, I guess they had a request from Susan Millinger that, the Friends of the Historical Commission put up a table for information at the birthday event. And I just wanted to bring that up to the board. It's kind of a switch in direction, so I just want to make sure everybody communicated about it and was on the same page. I think it's moving more closely towards a Celebrate Shutesbury type of thing. If anybody else puts out anything, I mean, one table probably wouldn't do that, but I didn't, it's for the select board to discuss. And Susie's here to explain their thinking.
Okay, Susie, do you want to give us your thoughts and then we can mull
Yeah.
it over?
Yep, the original plan for this event was just to have fun and to not make it a bigger event than we could handle. So we weren't going out to solicit other dimensions to this. We were just starting with one plan. Susan Millinger's request probably comes a little bit from the Celebrate Shutesbury energy, but it also comes from the fact that we don't have many ways for people to do recruiting or get out information, and in person seems like this would be an opportunity for that. If we did that, then we would hold the parameters that if people from town boards or committees or affiliates like that, like Friends of the Historical, wanted to do that, then that would be the parameter. We won't be looking for non-town sponsored pieces or groups to join. And since we've never done this, we don't know how it goes. And but it is the town common, and if the select board wanted to support it as being a place for contact with town boards and getting information out, then we would be willing to do that too.
So it might be a good opportunity for the library to do the turkey trot, to have information, the Friends of the Library.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else there might be, but some other committees might, like the Community Preservation Committee is going to be holding a public hearing in September, I think on the 21st, and they might want to just have some information about CPA for people. So, you know, maybe
Maybe
it could
hurt
expand.
down information, even just the
Right.
information table for any
Yeah,
one, and if there's a committee that wants to
Right.
say, hey, we got room, come think about us,
yeah,
you know, it's not a bad idea.
yeah. No, I would support.
Yeah, we haven't had
I-
many
Yeah.
opportunities for people to be in the same room to have that, except for
Yeah.
tonight, so,
Okay.
yeah, or the same places, not a room.
Do you need a vote from us to expand the scope of the
Sure, that
event?
would be great.
Okay. All right.
Susie's biting her tongue.
Oh,
What do
Susie?
you think?
No, I just didn't know if
Susie,
you
did
wanted
want
to,
to add something?
if you wanted to vote to
Oh,
amend.
can't hear you.
if you wanted to vote to amend the, event form.
We lost you again.
Really?
Someone will co-host. Just in case it's here.
Can you hear me now? No, okay. Rah, 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 rah.
I took my name away because we were using it as a. There we go.
Am I
Sorry,
back
you
again?
crashed.
Back.
Yes, you are. Sorry, we crashed.
So if you wanted to vote to amend the event form or whatever you need to do, or we just do it.
We could vote to amend the form, because I think it's
Yeah.
important to
Sure.
highlight that it was approved by us or supported by us. So do I hear a motion?
Sure, I move that we, approve amending the, our previous approval for the Laughing Old Ladies and Recreation Commission's event on September 10th, 2023, to include allowing other town committees and boards to have information available at that event.
Second.
All in favor?
Carol, I.
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susie. All right, moving on to town administrator update.
Okay, well, the roof project has moved along very well this summer despite rain. We do have some continuing, gutter work that will hold until Saturday. But they got quite a bit done in the last 2 days. All the roof work has been completed. It's only the gutters that are left. The cleanup has been, they've done a very careful cleanup job. I guess the aluminum nails don't work real well with a magnet, so it's been a lot more careful cleanup. The other major project that's been taking place is by Air Barrier. They've been through the school, buttoning up all the around windows, around doors, making sure that we're prepared for winter. This was also part of the Green Communities Grant. Work has been completed at the fire department and the highway department. And today began and finished at the library. It was a short list at the library. And tomorrow and maybe half of the next day, the town hall will get some much appreciated tightening up for winter with this envelope project, going through all the windows and doors and making sure they're tight and secure. And those are the two capital projects. The one that we always talk about this last couple months is the culvert. The rain has not stopped, but we believe we're in good shape. Tomorrow night, there'll be a Conservation Commission meeting. They have received all the documentation that they need to approve the time of year restriction, as well as the change in the culvert in the pipe size for the water bypass system. We did learn that the time of year restriction was voted in 2021. The Conservation Commission would like us to do it again in 2023, so we're moving ahead with that. And that, I believe, will be the only action taken, as the approval of the water plan. I don't think it requires the Concom to receive it. And I assume they will vote the receipt of that, as they've had it for a number of days at this point. So we're hopeful that we can let our contractor know Wednesday night. They will proceed to mobilize, their labor, to begin this coming Tuesday after Labor Day weekend. They can't start and mobilize during the week. So unfortunately, we couldn't start on Monday, but we hope to start next Tuesday. And that's it for my updates.
Can I ask a question? Someone asked me this question, so I'm what did they do when they did the roof? Did they do anything with the old solar panels that used to be on there in the school roof?
Yes, they disposed of them. And I went through 2 different efforts to save them. But I was in the end convinced that they don't, if they were from 2002. They don't have there's so much less in capacity than anything that you can buy today. It wasn't worth keeping them, and they would have piled up in a corner somewhere, unfortunately.
So Becky, is there any update on the gasoline at the fire department?
There is a report in from Ty and Bond. And the gasoline numbers are remaining at the same level. I'll have more communication with him this week. I think the test results came in on Friday.
So we were hoping that they were gonna drop.
Correct.
They did not.
Correct.
And so will they be then recommending some mitigation plan?
Yes. Yeah. And what we had done in the past is we put chemicals into the soil that can ate the gasoline and helped it disappear. So that might be recommended again. Have to find out what other options, and then we'll bring them to the select board or set up a meeting.
Okay. That other one was done with injection, right?
Yes.
And how about PFAS? It was on the list, it was on the agenda.
Thank you. I do not have further updates from the last week. We have 32 houses with filters in them. I have one more home to install a filter in, that was newly occupied, had been empty for a long time. So that is the remaining household for PFAS.
Is there anything else? Does the select board have anything else?
No, I will not be at the next meeting.
Okay.
On September 12th.
On September 12th, yeah. And I know, I'll just I'll remind you about a couple of things that I thought we should make sure we have on the agenda. One was from Mary Jo Maffei. I know you were in touch
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that will be, are we trying to do that one on the 12th or?
That's what she was asking for.
Okay,
Yeah. So I think if we can do it on the 12th,
okay.
we should.
I think she asked for the 5th. I just want to.
She did the 5th, but we're not having a meeting on the 5th,
So the 12th
it'll
will
be
be
the
good
12th.
for her.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll touch base and make sure that day works for her.
okay. All right. I have, she had called me too, so I'll get in touch with her.
Okay.
Okay.
One other thing is is there any update on the number of people that applied for the Lake Loyola, like management job, what do we want to call it? What do we want to call that? GZA is one, I know that.
Yeah. No, I have not gotten any further contracts. There was, yeah, the select board also got a email from LWAC this week, and LWAC is asking that the select board move forward with a repair. So that repair for $10,000 needs to go to the capital planning. They're supporting the request for the repair. They've gotten an estimate through Morris Root. At this point, there's no newly allocated money, but I was checking into, I think there's some money left from past repairs to the dam that potentially could be used for this repair. I'll just have to check with the, Gail Weiss, our accountant, to be sure they're eligible funds.
And what's the timing? Is it something that needs to get done before winter?
It doesn't have to be, it was noted in Morris Root's, report, for the 2023 inspection that the material that's around the sluiceway has broken loose. And, it's advisable to repair it. And Morris recommended, firm that can do that, with the specific chemicals that they need to do that.
And it was leaking, so it may be a good idea before ice gets in there and starts working its magic.
Yeah.
If we have the funds available, otherwise it would require a special town meeting.
It couldn't go to the finance committee. As a unanticipated.
I think there's possibility of funds being available
Okay.
in the, yeah, because there was money left over from the big project in 2008.
Okay.
It's a smaller amount, but it might be enough for this.
Okay.
Because it'd be good to get it fixed before winter.
Yeah, I'm just thinking the ice with the.
Yeah, right.
with the leaking. Right, yeah, all right. Are we set? Do we have anything else? Are we set to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Okay,
Second,
all right, all in favor?
Carol, I.
Dr. I.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Good job. We ended on time.
Yeah.
Thank you,
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi all. Thank you.
Mary Jo calling that not weed, is it not weed working group or not weed, something, I'll have to look it up.